Shall we start now?
Just a minute, Prabhuji. It is getting live stream on YouTube. It is ready. No. So I'll just give a brief introduction, Prabhuji, and then
Okay.
start. So Hare Krishna, all devotees. So today it's our great fortune that we have with us His Grace Sundar Nityananda Prabhuji. So Prabhuji has been into Krishna consciousness since childhood, and he actually joined ashram in 2000 and received initiation from Gurumaharaj in 2004. And since then, Prabhuji is permanently residing in Vrindavan Dham and doing a lot of services in Vrindavan. And Prabhuji is involved in a lot of preaching activities, and he is preaching in multiple countries, including Australia, Africa, USA, England, etc. And Prabhuji also, conduct yatras, and he also preach to youths in IITs, in schools, medical colleges, and all. So it's our great fortune that we have with us Sundar Nityanand Prabhuji. We have very senior Vaishnav with us. So we would like to welcome Prabhuji by chanting one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Over to you, Prabhuji. Please.
Okay. Shall I speak in Hindi or English? Which language?
English, Prabhuji.
English.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody can understand English?
Yes.
Because I saw that Mataji last time, Nitya Shangini Mataji said Hindi. You feel that everybody okay?
Plan Hindi as well, Prabhuji, in future.
No, I have no problem. I can speak in Hindi and English. Nothing, no problem. But I am saying that for devotee who is language very preferable, because our main Prabhupada is to say not concerned in language, concerned in understanding. So which language they can understand easily. That is my concern.
Yes,
Okay,
Prabhuji.
shall I speak in English?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Namang Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Pacchatta Deshatarine Namang Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Pacchatta Deshatarine Namang Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swami Niti Namine Namo Acharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Gaura Katha Damadaya Nagar Gramatarine Vancha Kalpataru Vatsa Kipa Shindabevacha Patitanang Pavani Pavishna Panamanam Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Adaita Gadadhar Sivashadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. Srila Prabhupada, Gurumaharaj ki jai. So, all the devotees, to those who are attending this class, everybody ki jai. Hare Krishna, Akshay Gaur Sundar Prabhu ki jai. Nitya Sangini Mataji ki jai. And all the devotees. It's very good that especially Mataji, Nitya Sangini Mataji gave me the chance to speak a few words about the Guru Maharaj and also Akshay Gaur Sundar Prabhu. I am in now Australia. I'm just now to give you one class here, 1.5 hours. Just 15 minutes before I finished the class and I reached the devotee's house where I'm staying. Now I'm going to give the class from here. So Nitya Shangini Mataji's house is like a 2 minutes from here. So that's good. I'm feeling very blessed that I can speak something on realization. Actually, Mataji asked me every day, Prabhu, which topic you should speak? I said, what topics you will say? I'll try to say that. So Mataji 2 days before sent me one topic, that how when we will hear the Guru Maharaj's pastime, that how much we just to purified ourselves, that we will try to now understanding through the pastimes of Guru Maharaj, how Guru Maharaj, all the leelas are helping us to purify ourselves. First, we have to understand as a disciple or as a human being, we have no qualification to speak about a holy person. That's why Prabhupada always to say any guru's appearance day and also the disappearance day, we should glorify to their pastimes for our purification. Because as much as we will listen the pastimes of a holy person and also Sadguru, then it will purify our life. Prabhupada in one class also says that every day a devotee wanted to develop their standard of the bhakti. So there is a one book, name is, I don't know that you know or not, it is called in Gaur Parshad Charitavali. That all the Gauranga Mahaprabhus, those who are associators, their lifestyle and biography is there. So before we sleep, we should read one pastimes of a person, because as soon as we are listening their lifestyle and their dedication from the Krishna, to listen that will affect our life. Just like when we will now hear about Guru Maharaj, when you hear the pastimes, then you will feel, oh, Guru Maharaj was very nicely to chanting. This Sundar Nityananda Prabhu, Sundar Nityananda Das saying that. So I have to do like this. Oh, Prabhupada, I heard. Prabhupada was so very, they eagerly to distribute the books, to give the Krishna consciousness to everybody. Then tomorrow also we get the inspiration. So that's why we need to every day to hear the any holy person, and especially our life as a disciple is to be too much to their life is very love and devotion to their own Gurudev. So if that Guru is really to Sadguru and a holy person, if we hear their lifestyle, their dedication, that will helping our life. I'm telling you one like a pastime, not a pastimes, you can see every day when maybe I'm always not to hear the Guru Maharaj Chaitanya Charitamrita class is online every day giving. I am to see that how Guru Maharaj can't speak very properly. His word, even accent not very clear, but he's eager to speak about Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So sometime when I not to get the inspiration to read the books of Prabhupada, to see the Guru Maharaj face, that time I'm immediately to get the inspiration that how much in our life, the importance of reading of Prabhupada books. When Guru Maharaj in first, his the physical problem, he was in brain hemorrhage. That time Guru Maharaj, after 7 days when he come out, and his 7 days couldn't speak about Krishna, immediately tell to his secretary, please to bring the laptop and online I have to give the class. Then the secretary said, Guru Maharaj, still you are not sick. That doctor said you have to speak very less, you need to rest. Guru Maharaj immediately said, what is the value of rest if my sound not to follow the word of Prabhupada? Prabhupada says that a sannyasi, a devotee means 24 hours speak about Krishna, to glorify the Krishna. See, if I not to follow the instruction of my Guru Maharaj Prabhupada, then what is the value? I am just alive. Better I should die. To hear that secretary immediately brought it to the laptop and said, Guru Maharaj, you can speak. So we can learn from Guru Maharaj that as a disciple need to hear from the Guru and Prabhupada every day. We should be like that. So Guru Maharaj is teaching us that we should always to follow the Prabhupada books. Generally, I think so. You are everybody to listening the Prabhupada, I mean, Guru Maharaj's class last few months before also. Guru Maharaj every day continue the class of Saturday Bhagavatam class morning time. Guru Maharaj always nowadays to give the class. I think so. You are everybody see that Guru Maharaj always to emphasize now two words. Read Prabhupada books very attentively. Always Guru Maharaj, any class nowadays to give me, always to say, read Prabhupada books very attentively. Always his class. And second is saying, don't do Vaishnava Aparadha. These two topics, you can last 6 months, 1 year, Guru Maharaj gave the class. You always to hear Guru Maharaj emphasize these two words. So as a disciple, we need to follow these things. Very attentively you should read that. That is to purification. That wherever I will go, just Guru Maharaj's last one class, Chaitanya Charitamrita, he gave the class. That day Guru Maharaj was so busy. I was in Mayapur during that time. After his class, Guru Maharaj little bit early finish and say, I have to go little bit early. That is in 9:30. So Guru Maharaj said that why you are thinking that I am finished my class very early? Because you know, today I didn't read the Bhagavatam. I am doing Bhakti Shastri. So I have to complete 1 hour to read my Bhakti Shastri, I mean Bhagavatam, then I'm going to sleep. Then Mahabharata Prabhu said, Guru Maharaj, now it is a 9:30. After class, you go to bed. So no, I have to first to complete the commitment of Prabhupada. Then I'll go to the sleep. So Guru Maharaj is teaching us. As a disciple, we need to follow the instructions of Guru. So Guru Maharaj always to say, to read whatever Prabhupada said, because Prabhupada said, this books is not written by the pen and paper. These books are written by my blood. Because according to the medical sciences, a person really not to sleep every day, late night, or can't sleep properly, then the temperature of the blood will reduce. So Prabhupada, how many nights he couldn't sleep, we don't know. So we should always to think about, Guru Maharaj say, this is not the Prabhupada is written the books by like the ink. Prabhupada is written the books by the blood. So that's why we need to hear from Guru Maharaj that as a disciple, we need to every day read the Prabhupada books. Every day. If we are really to the disciple of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj, every day you just to think about it. You go to Chaitanya Charitamrita class. Sometimes Guru Maharaj is going to sleep. He's so sick. Still, he said, I have to speak Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Prabhupada said, as a Sannyasi, every day should speak about. So this is the dedication. This is the one of the quality of a pure devotees. He should live the life, but he should not leave the commitment. When I am sometimes to see the Guru Maharaj is giving the class, that time I coming to the mind of Haridas Thakur. Because when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Haridas, you lot of chanting you finished, now stop it. Haridas said, Prabhu, you said I am a Namacharya. So if I am a Namacharya and I just to stop the chanting, then people how to learn that. So Guru Maharaj said, I am a Guru. So if I not to read, then my disciple not to read it. So we should be very focused on that we should every day to read the books. Then that will be the pleasure of Guru Maharaj. Otherwise, you not to progress in spiritual life. Because in spiritual life, the 200% depend on the progress, how much we can follow the Guru's word. That much we can progress. Guru Kripai Kevalam. Guru Kripai Kevalam. So Guru Maharaj is like that. One time in Bangladesh, Guru Maharaj went, during that time I was in Guru Maharaj. So Guru Maharaj, after finish the selection of the name and everything, to giving the just like a uh, Diksha ceremony. It is like a 1 o'clock during that time there. And all the, their like a temple president and all the management said, Guru Maharaj, tomorrow we'll give the initiation. I should just to, you can go to sleep. Guru Maharaj said, my all the disciples from the morning, still now 1 o'clock, they are fasting to take initiation from me. If there is 1,000 devotees are waiting for me to take initiation, and for my this simple sleeping for 5 hours, it will be Krishna not pleasing. As a Acharya, my life should be dedicated for Prabhupada. Prabhupada, how many, the nights he couldn't sleep for the writing of the books. So I have to go now stage. You announce that I have to give initiation. Guru Maharaj from 1 to 3 o'clock gave the initiation. After that, Guru Maharaj did the journal meeting. And 5 o'clock, Guru Maharaj just to go to shower. And after coming, because he's 7 o'clock his flight, he immediately somebody wearing the Guru Maharaj dhoti, putting tilak, and immediately Guru Maharaj going to the airport and go back. Think about it, how much he's serious. For somebody can say, Guru Maharaj, you take rest, Mangalarti time you will give the initiation. Guru Maharaj said, no, I have to give now. So we can get the teachings from Guru Maharaj's life. That one thing, whatever the spiritual activities the Prabhupada will give us, we should not be painting. We should do it now. And as a pure devotees, we can see the pure devotees means paro dukhe dukhi. He is always to be sacrifice his life for someone, how to bring them to Krishna consciousness. That is his main purpose. One time, Guru Maharaj in even Bangladesh, there is a pastimes is like that. One family from long time, like 8 years, they are continue the devotional life. And but they're following 4 principles, take prasad, chanting 16 down, and they're very good donor, and also they're doing the preaching, but they're not to take initiation. Why? Because this Prabhuji's mother, she is following a Kulu Guru. So he don't want it to just giving the heart to her mother that I'm taking initiation from Iskcon, because her mother wants that whatever you can do, but take the initiation from our lineage, from Kulu Guru. So he don't know that what he will do. So somehow rather is going on, and one time in a temple, emphasize them that Guru Maharaj will come this time, so you have to take initiation. And they are selected the name and send it that tomorrow will come morning, Guru Maharaj is giving initiation. And that Prabhuji and Mataji don't know what they will do. They are thinking, but their husband wife whole night couldn't sleep. How can I say to my mother that I'm going to initiation in Iskcon? Then wife said, no need to say, mother, first let's go take initiation. After that, come and say. But son, mind is always like a, flickering. I didn't take a permission to my mother. I didn't take a permission to my mother. Even when he's sitting the place of the initiation place, his mind always to just like a chanting. I didn't take a permission to my mother. I didn't take a permission to my mother. Okay, they took initiation, and after that go back to the home. So when they go back to the home, so they not to very make a big sound. Then mother will wake up and see that I am a garland and some chuggas things and everything. Then mother will ask something, what will say? Okay, tomorrow relax, otherwise slowly will say that we took a initiation from Guru Maharaj. So they came and going to sleep. After that midnight, her mother is just like a shouting. And she's crying. She's crying. Immediately that son and that daughter-in-law wake up and went to that house and said, what happened, Mother, why you are crying? Said, better, did you take initiation? And son said, what I will see? How my mother knows that I took initiation? He said, why? He said, "No, you truly say you took initiation?" Then what you will say? He not to tell a lie as a devotee. He said, yes, mommy, I'm just to pardon me to that I took initiation. Actually, this matter. He said, okay, no problem. Then son asked, mommy, I took initiation, but what is the relationship? You are crying. What is this? What happened? He said, you know why I'm crying? Your Gurudev came to my dream. He said, who is my Gurudev? Then immediately that daughter-in-law, because in Bangladesh, anybody or some places giving initiation, then gave it as a gift, they're giving the Guruma's picture that you worship. So they gave a Guruma's picture and said, and a daughter-in-law brought it that picture. I said, yes, you know, this man came to my dream and said, hey, Mataji, you give me permission, I have to give initiation to your son, because your son is just sitting in front of me and thinking, I didn't take the permission to my mother. How can I take initiation? That's why I couldn't give the initiation. Please to give the permission, then I can. Then son said, okay, you give the permission, but why you are crying? Said, you know, beta. After that, I said, okay, Guru Maharaj, you give initiation to my son, but I also take initiation to you. Please, you give me initiation. Said, no, I will come to your home and give initiation. And after that, my dream has gone. And that's why I'm crying. In the miracle, so you can understand our Guru Maharaj is not an ordinary person. Guru, even whatever is going on into our mind, they can hear, they can perceive it. That's why Guru Maharaj just to going and take the permission. Just, you should be clear. And Guru Maharaj wanted to show that my disciples not to do something like in a bad manner way. Because it is a bad manner, na? Bad manner, na? That I am taking initiation by my Guru Maharaj, but I didn't ask you to my mother. Then somebody said, what teachings to His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj is giving? That the children not to ask the parents. That's why Guru Maharaj is to doing like this. Okay, the scenario is not to finish from here. After 2 years, Guru Maharaj again went to that Bangladesh. And he's going to one place for giving class. And that road, when he's going, Guru Maharaj said, no, don't go to this way, go to that way. Then all the disciples say, those who are inside the car, Guru Maharaj, it will be lengthy road. He said, no problem. I want to go this way. Let's go to there. Then that car is taking to the destination through that way. And Guru Maharaj, after that, one place he just to say, I'm not feeling okay, stop it. Because Guru Maharaj, that time Guru Maharaj is not in sick, he is in okay. Guru Maharaj is little bit, in the long time he can't drive. Sometimes he stop standing a little bit just to do a little bit exercise, then again he move. He said, I want to stop here. Then he stopped. And Guru Maharaj said, I will go to washroom. Then everybody think about where I will take. Then one devotee said, one devotee's house is near there, just 1 kilometer. Guru Maharaj said, take to me there and take to there. And after that, then Guru Maharaj said, nobody go first, I will go first. Guru Maharaj with the stick, danda is walking and knocked at the door. Same Mataji, who is coming to the dream of Guru Maharaj, opened the door. And she said, Guru Maharaj, you are here? He said, I told you, ma, that I will give initiation. That's why I'm coming to give initiation. Guru Maharaj just went there and sat on the courtyard and gave initiation. That Mataji was just came to the dream of that. And after that, she has one of the coconut tree. And she decided these coconut trees, coconut, I mean the green coconut water, I'll just to feeding to Guru Maharaj. That's why they never any green coconut just to take it from there. Never. She said, if it is like a become a like a proper way, falling down, we use it, but not. This is preserved for Guru Maharaj. Then Guru Maharaj just to give initiation and everything sitting. Then Mataji said, Guru Maharaj, what do you wanted to eat or drink? Guru Maharaj said, I want to drink that coconut water from that tree. Mataji was crying. Guru Maharaj, how you know that I just to preserve this tree, coconut tree water for you? Guru Maharaj said, I didn't know anything. Everything Krishna says, but now I wanted to drink that. So immediately bring that coconut tree, I mean a coconut water and Guru Maharaj. So we can understand. Sometimes as a disciple, we are thinking, maybe Guru Maharaj don't know what is I'm going on, what is I'm doing. Guru Maharaj knows everything. He knows everything. That's why we should be very careful. Even in the picture, sometimes we are thinking, Guru Maharaj is in picture, he is in picture. He is a picture. It's a picture, not in Guru Maharaj. So here one of the pastimes, that even the picture, Guru Maharaj also there. One devotee, one time, in Bangladesh, he's staying he's going to different like a, like a kirtan, something like Ostapur kirtan, something like that, like a 16-hour kirtan, 84 hours kirtan. Bangladesh is going up like this. So he went to one time and he found one of the picture in that place, just to falling down on the street. He found the picture of Guru Maharaj. So he was a little bit in sadhu devotee. So he brought it that picture and he every day worshipped the Guru Maharaj. He kept that picture because he looks very nice, beautiful. He don't know even Guru Maharaj. Very good way. And he just to worship. 4 years with that picture, he kept the altar, do puja and everything to doing. He stayed in a very remote village. Even people don't know. He's like a mendicant sadhu like. Guru Maharaj one time went to Bangladesh one program by helipad, and it was a torrential rain. Understand? Guru Maharaj said, please to landing the helipad here. I want to go to someone. The Guru Maharaj said, everybody said, Guru Maharaj, where you will go? It is a raining torrential. It's a land here. And after that, just to landing that one place, and Guru Maharaj by himself take his stick and walking and knocked at the door on that person. And he said, Swamiji, you are in here. He said, yes, I am coming to give you initiation because you are in 4 years worship me through the picture. And you are prayed every day to my picture that if I am anyway to see me and take initiation. That's why anybody don't know you very well, but I know you. That's why I'm coming to give you initiation. Guru Maharaj immediately tell his disciple, give me a japa mala. And Guru Maharaj said, you will now japa here. So we are sometimes thinking, the Guru Maharaj knows everything or not? Guru Maharaj knows everything. Whatever we are thinking, whatever. That's why it is a scripture saying, Guru is like a Bhagavan. Krishna come as a Paramatma, as the form of a Guru. That's why somebody can think about it. Oh, Guru Maharaj may be like he's in physically this, that. But you have to understand, Guru is not a body. Guru is not a body. Guru is like a Paramatma. We are thinking Guru Maharaj is like this body. No, Guru Maharaj is always in. One time I was in secretary. I'm in the massaging. That time Guru Maharaj's first time. He's a health attract. And then you went to Bengal one place. And we are just to massaging. and they are being a lot of like a Gurumas got the donation. And after that, we are massaging to Guru Maharaj with the ghee, because doctors saying with the ghee, we are just to massaging to Guru Maharaj, then all the veins will be okay. So after massaging and everything, so middle of the night, Guru Maharaj wake up and said, please to pen and paper to bring. I am thinking, why Guru Maharaj is asking the pen and paper? Someone is open now. The sound is coming.
Yeah, I muted everyone.
Okay. Then one I'm thinking, Guru Maharaj, why midnight to tell me bring pen and paper? And Guru Maharaj said, please, you can do one thing, to take a pen and paper. Okay. And he writing that Bengal, which area Guru Maharaj went. He said, write this temple, this money. This temple, this money. This temple, this money. Guru Maharaj said, give it to the president. Whatever my donation is coming, tell them, according to the list, give it to that donation to the temple of this Namatta, Bhakti Briksha, or a small temple. So kind-hearted he is. Huh? He's thinking, whatever donation I get it, the Bengal, most of the temple is very poor, they cannot to continue. No, said, whatever donation I give it, get it, give it to that temple. Should be running very nice way. Think about it. I am totally become astonished. Guru Maharaj is sleeping. He's sleeping. Tomorrow he's in flight. You wake up midnight. He thought, still I am not to fulfill my one word. Whatever donation I give it, I have to make it like a written paper that this temple, this, that. This is called in father. Our material father sometimes leave it the property and everything like a disabled way. Later we are fighting brother and sister, uncle, just like a Prabhupada. Before Prabhupada leaving this world, everything is systematically just to leave it. So Guru Maharaj also, I'm thinking, even he's think about his disciple, he's think about his Prabhupada mission, even in his dreaming condition, he's thinking for preaching. So we can understand how much Guru Maharaj is love to the, especially to following the Prabhupada. How much, even he is in dreaming condition, he never forget that I have to do these things and that. So this is the teachings. Whatever our job, either sleep or dream, but we have to do our duties. So these teachings is helping us to purify us, that we got it such kind like a personality as a guru. Even in his physical condition, he never leave it his prescribed duty of what is Prabhupada is to giving us. So we can also do whatever Guru Maharaj is instructed at, whatever we got it from Prabhupada, we try to do it very carefully and sincerely. Then Guru Maharaj will be always to please. One time in Brahmachari, one of the camp, one Brahmachari asked to Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, you like Grahastha or Brahmachari? Guru Maharaj said, I will give the answer according to Prabhupada. Then Guru Maharaj said, Prabhupada said, a responsible brahmachari is better than irresponsible grihastha. And a responsible grihastha is better than irresponsible brahmachari. So Guru Maharaj said, I don't like grihastha, I don't like brahmachari. I like that who is responsible for the Prabhupada mission, to spreading, to be like that, to boiling the milk. That's why Guru Maharaj nowadays just again and again telling that we should just to read the Prabhupada books. If you're not to read, we're not to understand how much value. That's why as a disciple, we always to think about that, how much time we can get it, we read it Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj last time in Bhakti Vaibhav, in the one class he said, I'm 6 times complete the Bhagavatam, but for you, again I'm starting the Bhakti Vaibhav course. This is my 7th time. I have to complete my Bhagavatam. So this is the teachings. We are sometimes thinking, I am reading or not reading, Guru Maharaj knows or not. I gave you example of 2 pastime. Guru Maharaj everything knows. That what is we are doing and what is not we are doing. Sometimes as a disciple, we are thinking like that. No, the Guru is like a Paramatma. He knows everything. What is him doing? And, he knows everything. So that's why this is like that. Even, and you can see, Guru Maharaj one thing is that he chanting, when he's fast, like is going to the coma, Guru Maharaj, he's like 17 days, he couldn't chant. And as soon as he just to come out of the coma, and he asking that how many days I didn't chant, then Mahaprabhu said, Guru Maharaj, you have 17 days. Okay. Guru Maharaj, within a 15 days, is complete his last 70 days chanting. Then Mahaprabhu said, Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, how you are sincere like that? He said, it is my Guru's word. Every day chanting 16 rounds. So if I not chanting, Krishna will not, Gauranga Mahaprabhu will not be very pleased to me. How much I preach or whatever. That's why I last 17 days in coma, I couldn't chanting. That's why I complete my every chanting. All the chanting. Sometimes we are thinking how Guru Maharaj can chanting. Guru Maharaj chanting everything. Even when I was in Guru Maharaj in Sikh, I was in massaging. Still now, Guru Maharaj nowadays when he's sleeping now, 2 person must be wake up with Guru Maharaj, because Guru Maharaj, if he wanted to go to washroom or this and that, he need to wake up now. He need to summon person. I saw Guru Maharaj is just like this side to that side going. We are nothing saying. Nah? Guru Maharaj this side to that side and chanting. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Even in sleeping mode, he's chanting. Just when you turn from Guru Maharaj's body to that side, to this side, Guru Maharaj is chanting. Guru Maharaj is taking bath like this way, just one jug you will just do on his forehead and you will say, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram. 10 seconds. Guru Maharaj eating prasad like which, when I'm just to feeding to Guru Maharaj in Bangladesh, Guru Maharaj like to eat the mango. One bite mango, then Guru Maharaj chanting the time Hare Krishna, then second. 10 seconds. I'm thinking how he can manage everything. When he's eating, hearing the Chaitanya Charitamrita, hearing the Bhagavata, a single moment I never can see when I am with the Guru Maharaj. Single moment Guru Maharaj not to just to, uselessly just to spending. Every time either reading, either chanting, either reading, either chanting. And Guru Maharaj is also very funny. Also very like sometimes joking. Sometimes we can think Guru Maharaj is very grave mood and this and that. You don't know. If you are just to personally with Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj is like a child. One time Guru Maharaj is going to fly. So he's staying in the one flat in one temple. We are bringing to Guru Maharaj in down. So we are 3, 4, 5 person to holding the Guru Maharaj. And Guru Maharaj is just to slowly walk and come down. One brahmachari is in mobile is just making a sound. Hare Krishna. Guru Maharaj is dancing. We say, Guru Maharaj, move. Guru Maharaj said, you people are make me very trouble. I wanted to little bit dance. Very nice tune is going on in Kirtan. You said that, wow, we are everybody smart. You think about Guru Maharaj, you know that how many devotees are brahmacharis are serving to Guru Maharaj? 34, 35, 40 devotees. Any devotees never can say, I'm so tired, I'm not pleased with Guru Maharaj. I wanted to change my seva. You know how much Guru Maharaj is just to stay with them like a friend. Guru Maharaj first, hey, you eat. Your shirt is now a little bit is going to torn. Make a new shirt. Like a friendship, Guru must eat with them, asking everybody, you eat, you need something, you are okay. Guru must anytime to go anywhere. First he asking, by all the servants eating? And then he call, then he speak. He's joking, he's just to like that, everything. Any brahmachari, those who are going to like a, uh, for a leave and going to the home and come back, Guru must say, you didn't bring anything from your mother. I don't eat anything now. I don't eat. Like a child, child is going, oh, mommy, you went to the shop. You don't bring the potato chips. I don't eat. Mama said, I don't eat because you don't bring your mother prasad. I like it. So you can see a person last 10, 12 years is like that. Is a big 50 devotees continuously to serving. Nobody feel I am so tired and I'm not serving to Guru Maharaj. It is really very tough job to always, but everybody feeling so enthusiastic because Guru Maharaj is to make them happy, just to fun and jokes. How to just to keep them in Krishna consciousness? How to? So this is like that. We have to understand from the Guru Maharaj's life that in our community, in my preaching, even if you are a Bhakti Vriksha leader or you are a Namatra leader, you don't think about how can I kick someone? How can I just to cooperate and keep together? One meeting, one place, Guru Maharaj is going to their journal meeting and one brahmachari is doing something wrong. So I was feeding to Guru Maharaj when Guru Maharaj with the secretary, he became like a bacha, like a baby. He don't eat his hand. He said, feed me own hand. I am one time to make a chapati, my first time when I'm going to serve it. I said, Guru Maharaj, this is chapati. Guru Maharaj said, you see that I am checking the email, feed me own hand. I am thinking, how can I give it like that? My hand is trembling. And Guru Maharaj said, take this and put like this. Why you are very afraid? I am your father. You feed me. I am checking email. So like that. So I'm just feeding. And Guru Maharaj said, the chapati is not good. I don't like chapati like this. Guru Maharaj, you know what chapati like? He said, chapati will be like that. You have to holding the chapati, opposite side you can see the face. That means that will be so thin and so soft. The two chapatis, two part, you have to take it out like this way. You can see another person opposite side. Guru Maharaj said, I like this chapati. Understand? So it's like that. Understand? So that meeting, I'm just feeding the sandwich and all the like a temple president and that those who are leader, they said, no, this brahmachari is doing bad. We don't want Guru Maharaj. We have to kick out. We have to make it just to giving no saffron dress, white dress. Is that he's doing so bad thing. Guru Maharaj just keep quiet, listening everybody. Very listen. Everything is there. Guru Maharaj said, finish everybody. He said, yes, Guru Maharaj. Now we are waiting your comments. Guru Maharaj said to the brahmachari, look at that. He's crying. You understand, all the temple president and everybody is. Guru Maharaj said, you can do one thing. Go and pack up your luggage. Tomorrow you have to go with me, Mayapur. Everybody said, Guru Maharaj, he is doing wrong thing. And you are taking Mayapur. Guru Maharaj said, Guru Maharaj showing his finger. All my fingers is equal. So no. So all my children is not equal. When which children is become naughty and very bad, mother or father will keep it in her own lap. So you are a brother. Maybe you don't like your brother, but I am his father. So I am taking care of my children. Take to my lap. Always to think about. He's then saying, if you just splitting the like put like your head like this and throw your splitting on the top. That splitting is falling in your body. So you always to understand. If that brahmachari very hurting and very morose mood to leave it the Iskcon, and people will just to criticize the Prabhupada. हो गए इस्कॉन इस्कॉन तुम्हारे जायगा नहीं दिया इस्कॉन never keep you. So they are everybody criticize not that brahmachari, criticize the Prabhupada. So Prabhupada like a tons and tons, gallons and gallons he is giving the blood to make you one devotee. Yes, maybe he is doing wrong, but we should keep him and try to be just to develop him, but not to kick him. That's why you, brother, maybe cannot to tolerate him, but I am a father. I have to tolerate. So I have to take him with me to Mayapur. Then all the president and those who are leader falling to the Guru Maharaj's lotus feet and say, no, 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 Guru Maharaj, we don't give him to go with you. We keep him with us and try to give him chance to be more seva and how to develop. Everybody started crying. So we can see that as a guru, how much is compassion to his disciples, That's why this is the teachings for us. Sometimes we are a God brother and God sister, Anna, to do. Actually, I don't like this guru bahen, but guru brata. This word is, Guru Maharaj said, don't say this word. Then we are become sectarian from Prabhupada. We can say God brother, God sister. Guru Maharaj said, English way, this is right. God means the Krishna. So we are everybody Krishna's brother, Krishna's son and daughter. But when Guru Brata, Guru Bahan, then we become particular. Then we try to separate the Prabhupada in his Iskcon. That's why we can learn from the Guru. Anyhow, a devotee can do whatever. We don't kick him. We try to be develop him. Because it is very difficult to make a one devotee. It's very difficult, but it is very easy to kick. It's very easy. Guru Maharaj always to say, you have to understand those who are coming to the Iskcon, they're everybody patient. Doctor is only Prabhupada. Somebody is a difficult patient, somebody is a new patient or less the disease. So you have to be cooperate and so many ways try to be uplifted. But we not to think about, we have to kick him from Iskcon. Then it will be hurting to Prabhupada. It is hurting to Prabhupada. It is hurting to Prabhupada. One time in Vrindavan, in my life, by your all the blessings, in my body, my hand, I get a lot of chance to different Maharajas to serving. Baby Govinda Maharaj, he likes me so much in Vrindavan. He always do one time in Gurumaharaj Bachelor Puja, Baby Govinda Maharaj in Vrindavan. I said, Maharaj, I am actually serving to Baby Govinda Maharaj in Bangladesh. So I said, that's why he's very like a good intimacy with Maharaj. And I said, Maharaj, you will come today for glorification of Maharaj. Maharaj said, Yogendra Maharaj said, I have no qualification to glorify your Guru Maharaj Jayapataka Maharaj. He is also my one of the Shiksha Guru. Do you know? He's just standing, everybody in front of the gate of Govinda restaurant gate, like a 50 devotees is standing. And he's saying, in GBC meeting, also sometimes you not to thinking you are brahmacharis is fighting. Sometimes, oh, this is my devotees there. Sometimes GBC is also some issues is coming for that, fighting this reason, I have to preach that reason. Everybody fighting. Only your Guru Maharaj is quietly, silently just to keep quiet. And after that, anybody can ask, Maharaj, what you always to say, whatever you have to do to pleasing to the Krishna, you have to cooperatively to do. Others, Prabhupada will not to be happy. Not to be happy. So that's why he said, Your Guru Maharaj is a real Prabhupada man. He's a real Prabhupada man. Everybody fighting this side, I will be Zonal Secretary, I'll be there. Your Guru Maharaj is keep quiet, nothing to say. But rather he say, you need to my side also you can take. But you stay with Prabhupada. Don't leave it Iskcon for this and that. So we have to understand, we are that personality, son and daughter. We have to be like that. I know, I forgot it Maharaj's name. His before name is Prabhupada disciple Makhanchor Prabhu. I forgot his in Shannash name.
Bhakti Madhurya Govind Swami Maharaj?
Yes, yes. Maharaj wanted to take initiation, sannyas from Guru Maharaj. Can you imagine? Guru Maharaj said, no, no, no. You are staying in the side of UP. You take the initiation from Gopal Krishna Maharaj. How much is, can you imagine? A personality is wanted to become more Shannashi. I am a big Shannashi. I have so many Shan. Guru Maharaj is giving the facility that everybody can just do cooperatively. Maharaj said, no, no, no. You take initiation from Gopal Krishna Maharaj because which area you are, their General Secretary and he is the GBC. So it will be easy for you to cooperate. So always we can understand from that. If you want to be a big, you have to be a submissive. That is always to Guru Maharaj said. If you want to be a famous, not by power, by your submissive. He's always very, very submissive. Very submissive. Guru Maharaj one time in Bangladesh, in Uttar Banga, there is a totally Manga area. People are very, the poor, very poor. You know, when I cook very nice food, I was cooking, me and another devotee cook so many things. Guru Maharaj said, from tomorrow, don't cook this much. I said, why not, Guru Maharaj? Guru Maharaj said, what is the devotees are eating? So Guru Maharaj here is giving the khichdi. Guru Maharaj said, every day, that khichdi keep in front of me fast and not so much food. If my disciples are eating that kind of food, I don't eat like a big, huge amount of different sabji and this and that. Simple food. So wherever I saw that Guru Maharaj with the traveling, Guru Maharaj anywhere going, not to eating food, what is especially cooked for him. He will first to eat what is the general prasad. Every time, he is always to first to take general prasad. He said, I am not to think about I am like a big person as a guru. I am also feeling I am a general. Guru Maharaj, you know, when in Singapore, Guru Maharaj just to cut the throat, and doctor, when he admitted to his hospital, Spain, that time, there is a 2 telephone. Maybe once a year, 2 or 3 times or 5 times just to ring. As soon as Guru Maharaj just to admit it now, that phone cannot to stop it. Only phone calls is coming, phone call. One big senior doctor went and, Swamiji, who are you in Iskcon? You are a very big personalities. Because our phone call not stop. Everybody is calling and thinking, just to asking about it. I said, I am a simple one of the Jhadudar in Iskcon. Nothing else. Think about it. He can say, I am a Shannashi, I am a GBC. He not to say. I'm saying, I'm just like a simple one of the Jhadudar in Iskcon. It's very humble. Just recently, I'm just getting some inspiration and teachings from. Just Guru Maharaj, recently, Guru Maharaj went to Chennai and Rail Institute. Guru Maharaj first to meet with the rail and speak. You first asking, do you read Gita? And he asking to the nurse, you got to the counter and the Gita? Rail is astonished. You are in Sikh. Everybody think about you. And you are thinking we are reading Gita or chanting. This is Guru Maharaj. He not think about his body. He not think about his life. He think about, he asking to the disciple, you gave it, you 2 box Gita, I said to brought it, give it to all the nurses and give them counter. So always to think about his only life and soul. Even I'm not to say the life and soul, he's every breath. Today I'm reading in Chaitanya Charitamrita. There is saying, Radharani's one name is Krishna Premamoy. Why? Even Radharan is breathing also, calling the or thinking about the Krishna. So I can say, my Guru Maharaj is like that. Even his breathing also to telling that how can I just to following the Prabhupada instructions. That is our Guru Maharaj. His only life and soul is every breath, every steps, only to saying, how can I fulfill the Prabhupada missions, Prabhupada instructions? Every time, Guru Maharaj always to say, how can I pleasing to Prabhupada? So we can also to understand, Prabhupada even says, don't try to be satisfied the Krishna, try to satisfy a pure soul. Then you can go back and back to God easily. So we are life and soul, try to follow the Guru Maharaj and Prabhupada. Once a life we can go back. We don't need to pleasing to Krishna. We need to just this pure devotees, Guru Maharaj, Prabhupada, we can satisfy easily. And Guru Maharaj always to say, if anybody can ask, what is your last instructions for your devotees? Then I will always to say, be cooperate and do helping to the Prabhupada mission. But first word, be cooperate. That's why as a disciple, as a son and daughter of Guru Maharaj, always to understand, we should be cooperate. Then it will be the greatness of it. A family, if parents will hear, my 5 children are now in a 5 family, then not to be happy. But if parents will hear, my 5 children in one family, then that is their, the happiness. So when Guru Maharaj is here, that everybody congregationally very tightly to pray, just to proceed on or moving on the Prabhupada mission in Iskcon. That is the greatest Guru Maharaj pleasing. One time, one brahmachari, I was massaging to Guru Maharaj's leg with the, and he's also with the ghee, and he's also. So he was falling in a problem that he is changing the temple. So he couldn't understand which temple will be best. Then he said, I said, today on your night time, massaging, that time you asked to Guru Maharaj. They asking, Guru Maharaj, I think so. I will stay Kanpur temple. That will be nice for me. You, I think you will be happy. Guru Maharaj said, who said I am only like Kanpur? I like all the Iskcon. Because Iskcon is Prabhupada. So I will tell, where you stay, there you can do nicely bhajan. You can nicely do your sadhana and also preaching. There you will stay. I not to say you stay Kanpur or Vrindavan or Puri or Mayapur. I'll say wherever you stay and you feel, you can do your devotional life very nicely, smoothly, and you can preach. There you will stay. But keep following the Prabhupads. That is my instruction. So it's like that. And another thing I'm always to say, Guru must never become angry. He never. So much. One time in Bangladesh, I went to Guru Maharaj. You never see that how much people can love. As a disciple, how much love to Guru. If you want to see, then go to Bangladesh. Guru Maharaj, any program go. Minimum like 70 to 80,000 people will go to listening to Guru Maharaj's class. We needed that time bring the big amount of police to controlling. It's very difficult during that time when Guru Maharaj is going. And one Pandal program, and Guru Maharaj have to go inside the public place on the stage. And when Guru Maharaj is crossing, everybody wanted to touch. They are like 6 hours waiting because Guru Maharaj is a little bit late. So when Guru Maharaj is walking, So all the devotees wanted to touch the feet of Guru Maharaj, and police, take a bamboo. Guru Maharaj immediately hold it, one police bamboo. And Guru Maharaj said to me, hey, you tell to the police, don't just to touch anybody's the bamboo. Even they will kill me. I will not too unhappy, because they are waiting for me. They are so eager to hearing from me. Why these police are just to controlling like this way? So I am thinking how much Guru Maharaj can take the tolerance mode to uplift the Krishna consciousness. That's why we have to understand that if we really to not only hearing the pastimes, we can realizing, then you can purify it. Because what is the value to hearing the Guru Maharaj's pastime? As much as we hear, and from there we can take the teachings. That is the main thing to listening the pastimes of Guru Maharaj or any holy person. Prabhupada said, you are just to listening pastimes for your ear enjoyment. That's not enough. What teachings you can get it and imply your life, and you become more good devotee. That is the real listening. That's why Guru Maharaj, every steps, everything. Last one devotee left the body in Bangladesh. Guru Maharaj is going to, his health issue going to end. Guru Maharaj said, no, bring him in Mayapur. Because he did a lot of preaching. I have to first to do his like a Shraddha Srimad. Guru Maharaj went to that dead body's coffin box, gave water, tulsi, wood, garland, everything there. How much is so responsible? How much? Sometimes he grows to thinking, how can I do chanting, maintain the family? Think about your Guru Maharaj. Millions of family he has, but still he is to doing everything. So you have to learn. So I'm learning that if we become serious, then we can do it anything. Guru Maharaj always to say, nothing is impossible if you are very sincere. You see, his body condition, but he is serious. Deho sriti nahi jar, samsar bandhan nahi tar. So he has no bodily concept. So he's just to fulfilling everything. Everything. And I'm always to see that Guru Maharaj is any devotee is desiring to something na, Guru Maharaj not to desire it. He must be to fulfill his desire, especially the devotion. I know that one time, and just to take the Guru Maharaj on the stage, and one Mataji is crying, Guru Maharaj, I will leave the body just if I can't touch your feet. Guru Maharaj heard that. And we are just, Guru Maharaj, already classes start. Guru Maharaj said, stop it. What should lady say? I said, Guru Maharaj, this lady said, if you are not to give your lotus wish, you will leave the body. Guru Maharaj take it back and said, don't leave your body. This body is for Prabhupada. At least you can touch my feet, but you alive and do your sadhana. Think about it like this way. Even take to somebody's like a pap, sins, but you can do your bhakti. You do your bhakti. So you have to understand that how much we have to be dedicated. So as much as my realization is that as much as I go to the deeper of Guru Maharaj, that much I become more dedicated to Prabhupada. That is the main thing. As much as you are just to, go to the Guru Maharaj's pastimes, that much you can become more, dedicated to Prabhupada. Because Guru Maharaj's life is to be meant to be how to satisfy Prabhupada. So that as much as you listening the pastimes of Guru Maharaj, you can see that Guru Maharaj, any pastimes, anything is to teachings, how much we become more closer, more dedicated to Prabhupada. Sometimes people thinking, if I listening to my Guru Maharaj, then I become more dedicated to Guru Maharaj. No, it is wrong. as much as you listen Guru Maharaj's pastime, that much you become dedicated to Prabhupada. Because Guru Maharaj's every actions, every lila is to more to take us to closer and dedicated to Prabhupada. So you have to understand that. So thank you so much. And not to go more, already 10 minutes I'll tell extra. Actually, this is my one of the bad habit. Sometime I try, okay, I try to follow everything to an instruction of Aksha Guru Sundar Prabhu, and so that will be nice. Yes, Prabhuji. And all the devotees, thank you just to your passions, to listening this insignificant word. If it is really to helping, so that is my pleasure. Or something wrong, please to pardon me as your servant. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for such a wonderful session. So while I speak, so devotees, if you have any question, you can just raise your hand, then I'll unmute you, and then you can ask the question to Prabhuji. So because just now I got to know Prabhuji is in Australia, so I think it is 12 o'clock, Prabhuji, there. What time it is now?
No, it is, yes, 11:40. No
It is
problem.
11:40.
No problem. Anybody has a question, I'll try to give the answer.
So devotees can raise hands on Zoom. No questions. Okay. Looks like there are no questions. So okay. Then in that case, so thank you, Prabhuji, for such a wonderful session. It was really very inspiring, insightful session, and a lot of learnings we can take from today's session. Like you were telling a lot of pastimes of Guru Maharaj, like how he's all knowing. Generally, yeah, you and I get that doubt. Maybe he knows the situation. He don't know. We don't know, because we keep hearing that Guru knows everything. But do you even know my name? Like I received it. So thank you for sharing such wonderful pastimes, which gives us faith that okay, Guru Maharaj knows about each and every disciple, and also for telling like how Guru Maharaj is so much in the mode of cooperation that everyone should cooperate. I remember like whenever Guru Maharaj comes to Bangalore, this is one of the important aspects that he touches while giving any class, that devotees should cooperate. So that's a very wonderful thing. So thank you, Prabhuji. So on behalf of Iskcon Seshadripuram and all the devotees assembled here, we would like to thank you, Prabhuji, by chanting one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Prabhuji, thank you so much. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Pranam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. For
Hare
next
Krishna
in class,
Prabhuji.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna
Pranam.
Prabhuji,
Dandavat
Dandavat Pranam.
Pranam.
Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Pranam.
Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol. Thank you so much to Akshay Guru, Gaur Sundar Prabhu, and also our like Nitya Shevini Mataji, give me the chance to speak about Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hare
Thank you
Bol.
for accepting our humble invite. Hare Hare.
Hare Bol.